The voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. We are back live. Just a few seconds ago, I was live, but I had to cut off the feed. Apparently, there was some technical difficulties, but we're right back on it, guys. This is a live stream. Today's Bitcoin technical analysis and more. I was there on tradingview.com checking out the trader sentiments, the overall market sentiments, and checking out their trade technical analysis. Today, we're going to be going over it. Guys, make sure you're kabooming the like button right now. Make sure you're kabooming the subscribe button right now. Let the globe know that Champagne Crypto is live on the network, spreading that good crypto word. Shout out to all the crypto maniac boomers. They're deep in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. Silver Crypto, good morning to you. I see you out there. Shout out to all the Steamosauruses worldwide and all the crypto maniacs that are tuning in. Again, I was just live on another feed just a few minutes ago, but I had to cut off that feed because of some technical difficulties. I'm right back on it here. Today's Bitcoin technical analysis and more is what we will be talking about. But first, let's check out the cryptocurrency market caps and see what's really booming on the networks today and check out today's mathematics. As Bitcoin's coin market cap, as Bitcoin price is currently trading at 7,455 and the total coin market cap is currently at $290 billion, guys. The sentiment is still semi-bullish. Today, we're going to go ahead and kind of take a consensus, let's say, of what the traders are saying out there and what the technical analysis is saying out there and more. Ethereum at 475, down 3%. Ripple, we skipped. Bitcoin Cash at 829. EOS at 853. It looks like there's a lot of blood on the streets today. Red on the field. Let's check out what today's gainers are. The gainers are Digibyte, which is actually good. I know there's a lot of Digibyte bulls out there. Digibyte is trading at 4 cents and it's up 10%. We got Zencash is booming up another 10% as well at $28, almost $29. Yesterday, I did a video about Zencash secure nodes and super nodes. Let me make sure that the microphone is on. Let me know if the microphone's on, if the feed is coming in correctly out there. I know we had some technical difficulties before, and I want to make sure that everything is on the up and up. We got Kin up 7%, Bytem up 3%, and Bitcoin Private up 3%. So out of this list here, what's really exciting me the most is Zencash. I was talking about it yesterday, and Digibyte is something that the crypto maniacs has been mentioning frequently here in the live stream. So Silver Crypto says it's a-okay. Good. We got 4 on the live stream right now, 1 dislike, no likers, a little bit of hate on the market today. That's okay. We continue moving forward. We won't stop yelling. We won't stop screaming, and we won't stop kabooming worldwide. Okay, check out the technical analysis for Bitcoin here on TradingView. I have it linked down below. Okay, and you can see that the sentiment for the summary here is overall a buy. They're saying it's overall buy. This technical analysis that I'm showing you guys is an aggregate of the majority of the posters here on TradingView, their personal opinion. So you have 6 posters saying sell, 8 neutral, and 12 saying to buy. Okay, that's the consensus from the people that are posting. And we're going to check out some of the posts here. And I'll tell you that these posts, these TA charts here on TradingView have been catching my attention more frequently. They have been kind of spot on. There's been some good TAs and there's been some good posts. You can see the oscillators are neutral, 2 on sell, 7 on neutral, and 2 on buy. And then the moving averages are telling us to buy according to these charts. You can check out the exact oscillator indexes like relevant strength index, RSI, commodity channel index, momentum, bull bear power, and more. The majority of those oscillators are signaling a neutral signal. Some sell and some buy. So basically, when you're doing the TA based on these indexes, most of them are neutral. But based on the moving averages, the majority of the moving averages, like exponential moving average, simple moving average, and others, are signaling a buy. And you could read this in its entirety. So let's check out some of these post here, like this guy Tom Pro Trader. He's giving us his TA. This is his chart and where he expects things to go. He has support and resistance transition zones at 67 and 65. His chart follows a boom right now to about 74, and then he thinks it's going to go back down to about 67 and then back up. Okay, so that's what he's calling. So you would expect it towards the end of the month to go down under the 7K range, according to Tom Pro Trader here on tradingview.com. You could read his post in its entirety. I'm not going to read it all out to you. I have it linked down below so you guys could check it out. But basically, he thinks it's going to go up to about 74 where we're at right now, and then take a dip over the next few days to about 67, 65, the lowest, and then back up to where it's at today. So it's going to be bouncing. Okay, let's check out the rest of these posts here. Bitcoin, is it now or a bull trap? The secret is enclosed. This is by Dark Energy over there on tradingview.com. You could check out his technical analysis chart here, and it's bullish. Okay, it's bullish. It's pointing on the up and up. Okay, so let's hit play and see if it shows any more. So basically, you know, he did this post when Bitcoin was at 67. He was signaling that things were going to go on the up and up. So basically, he's been spot on this particular post here, Dark Energy. You could read his entire post, and you could find out what his sentiment is. But so far, it's tracking towards the positive side here. Okay, and then you could check out Goldbug. Goldbug says Bitcoin bulls in a herd of cows, a stampede, and his technical chart here showing the bottoms, and his target is 78 in the next few days or whatnot. For the past few months, we kept on hearing 2,500 or 3,000 or 4,500 from the leaders of the cows. He calls those bears the leaders of the cows, and that many that followed are now feeding into the FOMO, which plays nicely into our hand. In one of my chat groups, says this poster, what's his name again? I believe Goldbug. Goldbug says one buddy was holding out for 45, and another sold his holdings a couple days ago, throwing in the towel. Others were simply waiting for volume to pick up. These are relative indicators of a market bottom, along with other evidence we have mentioned, as you need not turn on Weather Channel to see if it's raining outside. So he wrote this right before the boom, and I would seem to agree. I think that I would see Bitcoin as oversold there at the the low $6,000 range. Okay, now there is it's not only bullish sentiment out there. There is still some cows and bears leading the herds out there and singing the negative tune. You could check out this gentleman here, Sheriff 100. He says this is the last dump. Okay, so you could check out his charts. He thinks we're going to go up to about 8,000 before heading back down in a $3,000 range. Okay, he says this is the last dump and the last bearish wave in his opinion, says this poster here on TradingView, Sheriff 100. This trade is simple. He expects Bitcoin to stay in the area of 74 to 72 for the few days. Then the wave will start to the last target of 3,500. Okay, so not everybody is bullish. The majority seem to be, but you do have a couple people leading the bear herd, the cow herd out there that have a negative sentiment, believe things are still going to go down. Okay, let's check out the Bitcoin price charts as the rest of the maniacs pour into the box. I see Jose, I see Mark D, I see Oscar, I see Revolutionist, Main Event, roar for the Steamosauruses. Shout out to the Steamosauruses out there. Jose Ortega says he's been calling bull run for months. Mark D says 3K, he's an idiot. And I think we have some problems here with the internet. Okay, it's slowing down, and excuse me if there's any hiccups here with the internet. We had a few technical difficulties this morning with the live stream. It cut off, it cut on. I was unable to show my browser. Now the internet's going back and forth. But champagne's here. Champagne's here. I'm feeling bullish. I'll tell you this. For the long gun, I still think that we're going to be trading in a pocket of the low of 58 and a high of 8,000. That's my personal technical analysis. So you could see my charts here. We'll zoom out to the 1 year. And I'll show you guys. And I've been showing it on all the live streams here. I got support levels here of about 58, 57. Okay. And then resistance about 79, 8,000. This pocket right here is where I believe we'll be trading till sometime in August or maybe even September. Now, some people are calling for a bull run once the Bitcoin ETFs may be introduced in sometime next month. I did a post yesterday comparing the gold price, the historical gold price, to the historical Bitcoin price, and the two look eerily similar. You can check out my latest post. I've been posting more frequently as of this week. Just today I dropped another video, 8 coins on our watch list, and why. These are 8 coins that I'm considering to buy into. Okay, and I list those coins and give reason why. And then this chart here, Bitcoin versus gold ETF chart, they look identical. This is another video I let you guys listen to, or that I did for you guys. Look at these charts. Bitcoin with an all-time high at 2017, and then gold high at 19 in the year of 1980. And then once the gold ETF was introduced, it kaboomed. So, you know, the speculation here is, will gold follow a similar pattern to gold if the ETF is introduced next month? Okay, the ETF stands for exchange traded fund. This would allow Bitcoin to be traded, shares of Bitcoin to be traded on the exchanges like NASDAQ or whatnot. Okay, shout out to Jose, Main Event, Silver Crypto. We can hear you. Okay, that's good. You know, we had a little hiccup there on the last live stream that I was doing just a few minutes ago. I had to cut it off because apparently I couldn't monitor myself, but we're back. We're back. It's okay. It's just a little hiccup. Who cares? Okay. It doesn't matter. Jose Ortega says, I'm on my Cuban rocket headed to the moon with Doge. Perrito. All right. Shout out to Jose. History, mi hermano. All right. Shout out to Jose out there. Shout out to the Cubans out there as well. Main Event says slightly laggy, but still here. Yeah, it is slightly laggy. I'm looking at the monitor compared to when I'm talking to, and I when I'm talking, it seems like there is some sort of a lag out there, some sort of a delay. It could be the internet or whatnot. I need to upgrade my modem. The internet provider sent me a new one just yesterday and said that my modem is outdated, and they gave me a new one. So I'm going to have to plug that one in. I've been calling for the bull run for months, says Jose. Mark D says 3K idiot. Bull run Chico. Kaboom. Mark D says BTC definitely about to break 8K coming fast. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we got Tom Pro Trader. He's bullish, but not before we go back to a resistance zone about 66, says Tom Pro Trader. Then we got this other gentleman over here, Dark Energy. He believes that we're headed on the way up. Okay, he believes that we're headed on the way up. Let's see exactly what he says. He says there was upon a time when Dark Energy was the top trader. He was #1 everywhere, says but then something happened. Okay, so he's complaining. Okay, so let's take a look at the 4-hour BTC chart. It's been a while. First of all, let's take notice of how we have been ranging between 7,000 and 5,800 for more than a month. It's pretty safe to say that the market has been horrible since we slammed our head into 10K back in April, says Dark Energy. Okay, I have this post linked down below, so if you'd like to check it out. Okay, here are the two most likely short-term scenario, which are both bullish, says this post. Okay, looking at the RSI, it's pretty clear that Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart is overbought. So we might see some consolidation when people less expect it, and we will witness a jack-in-the-box pump. So that did happen because he wrote that before the jack-in-the-box pump happened. So this guy was on point, okay? Another scenario that may happen is that we may see a retractment. That didn't happen. So he was on point. He said that the price was about to kaboom, and he pointed the arrow all the way up, and then he thinks it's going to, I guess, with these arrows, the clearance level, I think it's consolidation here around 7,000 is the way I'm interpreting this chart. Correct me if I'm wrong. Headed over here to Goldbug's post there on TradingView. He says Bitcoin bulls in a herds of cows. This was posted on the 18th, and you could see where he believes the target ranges are headed to about 78.32 is his target. All right, 78.32 says Goldbug. Okay. And then you could read this in its entirety. This does not imply that we cannot move lower. It implies that the probability of making a new low is decreasing. A failed low of 6,100 is that line in the sand. More likely, we're setting up for a rally to 8K where the bears will start pounding the $2,500 table again. Okay. So yeah, that he thinks that things are looking good according to to gold bug. And then finally, we got someone that doesn't agree. We have someone saying that this is the last dump, okay, before Bitcoin heads to $3,500. This gentleman named Sharif 100. I have his article linked down below as well. So you could see here, he says this is the last dump and the last bearish wave in his opinion. The trade is simple, broke a major trend and not retested again, says this post. So he thinks things are going down. He thinks everything is going down. These are fake pumps is what he's saying. So he thinks that we're going to go up, down, and back down towards the $5,000 and $3,000 range. I don't agree. Okay. I don't agree. And I don't agree with all of these guys. I would say that my analysis is somewhere in the middle. And again, I'll keep showing it to you guys. I think we're going to be right here in this pocket. Okay. We may even be, kaboom, close to 7,800, but I think that maybe we'll have a pullback. Now, that's not a bullish sentiment for the short term, but I'm bullish long term. I'm expecting a kaboom sometime after the summer and into the new year. So into the fall, into the winter, into the new year, I expect the Bitcoin could touch its all-time highs. Now, this is a crucial moment there, what I was saying with the ETF decision. I showed you guys this chart, and I did an entire video. You guys could check it out on my steemit.com page or right here on my YouTube, Bitcoin gold ETF chart. So this is comparing the historical price of Bitcoin to the historical price of gold. It lined up Bitcoin's all-time high price back in 2017 to gold's all-time high back in 1980. You could see the charts look very similar. Okay. And once the gold ETF was introduced, you saw there was a 500% growth from its all-time high back in 1980. Now, the big question is, will Bitcoin follow a similar pattern? And will it kaboom 500%? More than its all-time high in 2017? That I doubt. I mean, that would be 20,000 times 500. So that would be a lot. That would put Bitcoin up there very high. It will make a lot of Bitcoin millionaires, if you ask me. But I do think that it could at least if the ETFs are approved, I think at least we could see $20,000. Okay. Check out all my posts over there on steemit.com. I also let you guys know about Zencash too. I let you guys know about Zencash and also 8 coins that are on our watch list and why. It's the last video I did. These are coins that I'm looking to buy into that I haven't bought into recently or that I'm not holding right now. Okay. And just to let you know what that list is Elastos, 0x, Zcash, Cardano, VibeHub, Decentraland, Mana, Zencash, and Tron. Check out this video to find more details as to why these coins are on my list. Again, I'm not shilling these coins. I haven't bought them. Okay. I'm just more of asking questions. I'm asking questions. What do you think about these coins? Do they sound like boomers to you? Someone mentioned on a response there that they're not feeling Zencash. It's too inflationary. And, I like also the feedback that doesn't come into agreement with everything we say here, because, I want to get feedback. I don't want this to be an echo chamber. Shout out to all the maniacs tuning in. We got 15 on the live stream right now. Okay. And that disliker retracted their dislike. So now we got 6 on the likes and 0 on the dislike. Shout out to Jose, Blockchain Susha, Crypto Roger. I see you. And the rest of the maniacs there in the box. Fill those bags, says Jose. Silver is tanking too. A brief pullback, then the boom. Right. Metals to dollars is not making sense. Well, the speculation out there is that the silver markets have been suppressed and they're being manipulated out there. And that's why I was a little weary once Bitcoin futures were introduced, because we saw something similar once the silver and some metal futures were introduced. The prices were somewhat tamed. Okay, arguably. But again, I'm not a professional trader. Okay. I'm not good with the technical analysis. Okay. I'm just checking out what other people have posted, trying to get you guys' feedback and see where you think things are headed. Me personally, like I said, I don't think things are going to kaboom just yet. Not just yet. Okay. I think we need to cross that $8,000 line. If we see things cross the $8,000 line, then I think that we're on the way to 10K and beyond. Smash the like, says Jose. Absolutely. Oscar Olivares says, let's go. Revolutionist says, I'm looking into crypto trading bots to see what's they're all about, says Revolutionist. One of the only crypto trading bots that I've heard of that is legit is called the Gun Bot. And the Gun Bot is a bot that I believe that you could lease, and then you could let it or basically what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a word like driving. You know, kind of like control it. You can control the bot. You could drive the bot on an exchange of your choice, be it Poloniex, Bittrex, and some others. So basically the Gun Bot hooks up through an API directly into your exchange, and then it trades for you. And then you know, kind of give it some parameters and tell it what to do. I've never used the Gun Bot, but I've heard some positive feedback with it. Okay, there's a bunch of bots out there, and I used to have a link, and I forgot the name of it. There was a forum where developers were trying to lease out their own bots, where you could actually buy bots directly from developers. I had a link at one point. I'm going blank. Maybe I should put it back up. And there was another one out there called the Blade Runner bot as well. So, you know, I don't know how successful they are or aren't, but, you know, let us know your feedback out there, Revolutionists, if any you have any success with them. Crypto Rogers holding 3,000 ounces of silver here, brother. All right. Shout out to my metalheads out there. Shout out to the metalheads out there. If you know, if you're a crypto believer, then you got to be a metal believer out there, the original. Okay. The reason it's called a Bitcoin is because it's mimicking coins that were made from metal, guys. Metal is the first true currency out there. Okay. Gold, silver, and others. So shout out to my metalheads. I don't think that cryptocurrency is in competition with gold and silver and other metals. I think that they complement each other. Right now, you know, gold has always been a great store of value. Bitcoin is proving to be similar to gold digitally. But, you know, if you want to hold for long gun, I mean, you can't go wrong holding those metals. And silver is cheap right now. Last time I checked, silver was about $15. Get those gold chains, Mr. T style. Shout out to Jose. So, yeah, guys, that's the sentiment, the TA out there. Bullish all around. Bullish all around. These indicators are showing buy, buy, buy. That's what they're saying. Now, me personally, I wouldn't say it's a buy time. Me personally, I wouldn't call it a buy. I'm more neutral right now. I'm kind of sitting back, checking out what's happening. You know, I got one eye on the scope here, the sniper scope, the crosshairs. I'm waiting for the right thing to move so I can fire it, draw blood, and claim back what's mine. Okay. And that's what you guys should be doing, in my opinion, as well. Okay. Let me know what your moves are. I still consider this the Bitcoin off season. You know what I'm doing during the off season? I'm following a ketogenic diet. I'm shredding the fat. Okay. I want everybody looking like 300 in this box by the end of the year. Okay. I'm following the strong list 5x5, working out every other day, doing heavy lifting, doing those compound exercises like squat, like deadlift, like overhead press, like bench press. Guys, we are not playing games out here. This is a transformation, both financially, physically, spiritually, and more. So every chamber is being opened out here. I want you guys to tune into the good crypto word. And like I said, I want everybody improving themselves every single day, moving that chip forward closer to the goal. And I want everyone looking like 300. Some of you guys are looking like 99 cents out there, and you need to stop it. I want you guys looking like 300. I don't want any fat boys in the box out there. A lot of you guys are getting fat playing too much PS4, or some of the devs out there are looking frail and skinny out there, too much development and not enough exercise. Okay, so please, guys, get outside, get some vitamin D, and improve yourself. There is no off season, says Jose. Even in the off season, you got to train for life. Kaboom, kaboom. Love your style. No problem, guy. I appreciate that. He says no fat chicks. We don't want any fat boys, any fat chicks, or anything out here. We want the strongest team. I want you guys to picture 300 and the savages there on the battlefield line with their sharp blades when you think of the cryptomaniacs here in the chat box. Okay, we got strong men out here. Pepe El Toro, one of the main boomers. Welcome. Good morning. Kaboom. Blockchain Susha with the emojis. I see you, Blockchain. Crypto Reviews believes the ETF will get passed. I believe it will as well. I think it will. Actually, I have a real good feeling about this ETF getting passed. And you can find out more about the details of the ETF in my prior video when I compared gold ETF to Bitcoin's price chart historically. Definitely bullish. And I was also checking out Chance. This is off topic, but I see the tab open here. So I was looking more into Chance. This is an EOS this is an EOS trading platform. Okay, focus on EOS projects. They actually did an airdrop to those that were holding EOS tokens. I received my Change tokens, and Change is going to be an exchange to trade the majority of the airdrops that are occurring out there on the EOS blockchain. You could see CET, OCT, RAM, IQ being Everipedia, and apparently they're going to be listing more of those tokens. Some of these tokens, like IQ or Chance itself, have not been listed on the coin market caps. So, you know, if you want to get them before they go mainstream, you may want to check this out. Now, one thing that kind of does deter me from this exchange is that I heard, and I haven't confirmed because I haven't seen it here on this website, that they require KYC rules. So that's know your customer. So apparently, if you want to trade here, you got to give up all of your personal information. If that's something that you are comfortable with, then you may want to check that out. You know, Champagne is more into the anonymity and the privacy. So, you know, I'm not sure if I'm into that. Okay. But, you know, this is a place where you could buy and sell those new airdrops for EOS that are occurring free. There's a bunch of airdrops. I got plenty of videos, and those videos get a lot of hits. It looks like people are really thirsty for the freebies out there. So that's what it is. Bitcoin at 74.59. What's the sentiment out there? Let me know what's really popping. What do you think? I mean, are we going to be, do you agree with Champagne? You know what I say? I said, we're going to be high 8,000, low 57 until sometime throughout the summer. So, you know, sometime maybe that'll change in August. Okay. Or in September, or maybe that'll change right after the Bitcoin ETF announcement comes out. Let me know what your opinions are. Again, like I said, I'm not, you know, a technical analyst, and I'm not a pro by any means. Just a Champagne crypto maniac boomer here, gaining strength and gaining more bits and more bits on the daily. So, you know, I want to know what you guys got to say. Cardano has best risk-reward ratio in all of crypto right now, says Mark D. Okay, I can see that, and they're on my list. I put them on the list that I've been watching. We got Revolution is saying he hodls Cardano, Knowles, Ripple, and Quant Stamp, and that's it. I don't know much about those tokens. I know you commented before and you let me know. I'm not into Ripple, although I wish you good luck. I have nothing to do with Rips. It smells like central banking, and I won't get behind it. But that's not to say that, you know, you may or may not boom with it. You have Cardano, and I like Cardano. That's one I'm seriously considering. Knowles. I pulled up the Knowles website, and I started reading and looking more into it before this broadcast, but then I was sidetracked. So I got to check that out more. And then Quant Stamp, I don't know anything about that as well, other than I've seen the name out there, but I don't know. So I'll look more into that. We have a question here from Crypto Roger. Crypto Roger is asking, is Cardano mineable? I don't think so. No, it's a proof of stake coin, if I'm not mistaken, and you'll be able to receive rewards by staking coins on the blockchain. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that staking platform is not yet functional. It's called the Ouroboros, and they also have the dataless wallet, and those things should be working sooner than later. I just don't have a hard date on them, but definitely Cardano looks attractive. Mark D thinks if we go back below $6,800, market is in trouble. You know, I'm not so scared of 6,800. I'm more scared of that $5,800 mark, because it seems like, you know, that's the true bottom, in my opinion. You will be able to stake Cardano in the coming future. Yeah, that's apparently the consensus out there. You know, that the staking is not yet functional, but it's coming soon. 20 live stream watchers right now, 21 watching right now, 9 on the likes, 2 on the dislikes. We got 2 lone wolves out there that are apparently not liking the broadcast, and that's fine. Like I told you guys before, believe it or not, a lot of dislikes might propel you there to the suggestions on YouTube. So, you know, dislikes don't necessarily hide your video. They could make the algorithm consider your video more controversial, and it could suggest your video to others. I mean, controversy sometimes brings more views. So, hey, whatever, guys. So we been talking about the Bitcoin technical analysis and more. Here's the summary from tradingview.com. The consensus is a buy for Bitcoin. Oscillators are reading neutral and moving averages are signaling buy. If you want to find out the specifics, or like the oscillators like RSI, commodity channel index, all these indexes or indices, depending on how good your English is, you can see that right here. Moving averages are all signaling buy, except for a few cells down there. So it looks like mostly neutral on the oscillator indices or indexes, and mostly buy on the moving averages. So what I'm saying, I'm neutral. I'm going to be calling Champagne's neutral right now. I won't be firing any shots now at the bits. More, I'm considering these other coins. I'll tell you the truth. I'm considering these other coins. I haven't bought any of these coins here. These 8: Elasto, 0x, Zcash, Cardano, Vibe Hub, Decentraland, Zencash, and Tron. But I'm seriously considering them to add to my portfolio. If I didn't mention some of your favorite coins on this one, it's probably because I'm not interested or I'm already holding the bag. Like you notice that EOS is not in this list because I already bought EOS. So I'm not considering buying any more at this moment. Dolphin 134 added Ethereum Classic to the bag yesterday. Nice move. Nice move. I like Ether Classic, and I know they're coming up on Coinbase soon. They will be listed as a coin on Coinbase, and looks like Ether Classic is not going anywhere. Ether Classic is related to IOHK out of Hong Kong, output Hong Kong. They're also working on projects like Cardano and Zencash. Okay. Mark D says, Mana, one of the 5 holdings of Barry Silbert, might be a buy. Listen, I think that gaming tokens, virtual reality, augmented reality, those industries could be undervalued right now. Okay. They really haven't taken off yet, but gaming is a big industry, guys. Okay. And once gaming and blockchain really unite, I feel like one of these tokens could be a boomer. I invite you to check out the Vibe Hub token. The Vibe Hub token's technology, the technology of Vibe Hub, they do holograms or whatnot. They have a few example videos out there showing their technology at work, and I'm very, very impressed by their tech. Now, one thing I don't like about Vibe Hub is that it's one of those baby altcoins. It's a baby altcoin ranked like 300 and something, and there hasn't been much movement in the community for like a month or two. So I don't know if the project's been abandoned or not, but their technology is looking like a boomer. Okay. And that is also related to Decentraland as a game token. Decentraland's another one that's catching my attention. Mana is the one that you're mentioning there, Mark D. This is very similar to Vibe Hub. Decentraland is another virtual reality world where people could buy real estate in this virtual reality using the Decentraland token, the Mana token. They could also build things right there on inside that virtual world. And you create marketplaces there, if I'm not mistaken. That's still in its development. And still, that thing is still being built out. But again, those 2 tokens are on my list because I believe that the gaming / blockchain industry, like that game, the marriage of gaming and blockchain, I don't think has completely occurred yet. And whoever does it correctly might just boom. BitPapa said, did you watch the hearings on crypto yesterday? I don't really watch those hearings. I'm not really into the regulators or whatnot. I did read the headlines. I know there was some haters out there. Some of the people in the hearing were calling for Bitcoin or crypto to be banned in the United States. And then you have other people saying that, to go easy on the regulations. The truth is we don't need the regulators, and those guys are a dying breed. There's a new financial industry out there, and the technology is being built so that it's permissionless and it can govern itself. Okay. So, these blockchains in the future will regulate themselves. I'm not interested in the regulators. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I hope that, they're behind the blockchain and they do as much as they can to get out of the way. Okay, because in my experience, regulation only slows things down. But I may be wrong. So I'm not too interested. I'm still bullish. You know, the regulators always had a problem with crypto since the beginning, but it never stopped Bitcoin. It kept going, it kept going, it kept going, and it kept booming. This thing is unstoppable, in my opinion. So whatever the regulators have to say is, probably too late for them. This thing has already spread like wildfire. And like I said, these blockchains will be regulating themselves in the future, in my opinion. They could take 3 to 5 years to get regulation. So boom, in the meantime, you're absolutely right. They're so far behind on the tech and what's going on. There's so much bureaucracy out there that I don't even know if they're equipped to regulate things. Okay. Even if they wanted to, or even if they had, let's say, the best intention, I don't even know if they're properly equipped to do it. So forget about them. That's how I look at it. I'm not interested. They can shut crypto down in the US with a flick of the wrist. Yeah, but look up something called the Streisand effect. When you ban something, you could actually make it more popular. So, Bitcoin was born out of not fear, but I would say more of the questioning as an alternative to the financial legacy system. Bitcoin was born out of that 2008 financial crisis. It came shortly thereafter as a solution. So if you're a true crypto boomer, you know that, or you expect fiat currency not to last very long. So, I'm not interested with the regulators. They don't concern me. I think this is way over their heads. Pepe El Toro says, the question is, when is the government stepping in and what kind of laws will be implemented in the crypto world? Right. I mean, you're still asking those questions, but in the meantime, Bitcoin boomed from 1 penny to where it's at right now without any regulators or any laws or anything. I mean, it did its own thing. So, I'm not concerned. I think that the governments and the regulators might just have to adapt and accept the crypto. Crypto Critical says banning Bitcoin will be anti-free market system. Absolutely. Crypto can't ever be shut down, period, says Jose. Ryan says banning Bitcoin would be amazing. Some may argue if Bitcoin's banned, then the price might just go up. The demand may even go up even more. Okay. Maybe even more exclusive, harder to get. That's also an argument. Blockchain Susan says if they ban Bitcoin, buy all you can. Right. Crypto Critical says scammy ICOs are a problem. Yeah, I would agree. There was a lot of, BS ICOs over the past year. I think that the space is becoming more mature, and the ICO wave has kind of blown over. I don't see the purpose of ICOs anymore when you could do airdrops. Okay, airdrops are an alternative to ICO. It kind of, it's a way better way to introduce a crypto than through an ICO. And then we know airdrops are not regulated, just basically free giveaways. Let the market decide what the price of the token is without just outright selling it. Okay. You just give them away and let the market decide. If it's trash, if it's worthless, people won't buy it. Okay. If they like it, then people will start trading it and it may have some value. The revolutionist says the regulators go find some uninhabited planet and regulate away because we booming down here. Kaboom. Absolutely. The boomers are not concerned. Let that happen. The bureaucracy takes forever. Boomers shoot first, ask questions last. And we're moving forward, guys. You're waiting for the government or somebody else to co-sign what you believe in and your truths, then you're hustling backwards, in my opinion. Okay. People that are in the forefront of new technology, at the front of the line, these people are making decisions based on what they believe, not what some government or somebody on the mainstream media is telling them. Big Papa says the 2 lone wolves, kill yourself. Nah, the lone wolves out there. Hey, there's a couple dislikers all right out there. I actually like it when I have a couple dislikes as opposed to 0 dislikes. It sounds, when you have 0 dislikes, one can argue that it was nothing but an echo chamber and everybody was just agreeing with each other. So, having a couple people dislike or disagree with Champagne, that's okay. That's okay. I'm up for it. Crypto Stash has the kaboom bomb there. Shout out to Crypto Stash. Jose Ortega said, we lead, they follow. They've been following the crypto maniacs out there. Don't act like a lot of these guys out there on the tubes weren't listening to Champagne, okay, when they first got on the tubes. Okay, I see a lot of similarities out there, but Champagne's been throttled a bit. I don't think they want the mainstream media doesn't want you listening to Champagne. I'll tell you that much. Make the market cap so high they won't want a financial meltdown along with the federal lawsuits against regulators. Yeah, they have their own problems too, The regulators have liability too. I mean, you got a point there, Big Papa. Oscar's asking, when are they deciding what's going to happen with Bitcoin, the government? They've mentioned Bitcoin several times. The overall consensus is that it's a commodity and it's not a security. So, but I guess what you're alluding to is a decision that's going on next month. It's the ETF decision, the exchange traded fund decision, where the Securities and Exchange Commissions will approve or disapprove Bitcoin to be traded on the markets, shares of Bitcoin. So it'll be like Bitcoin X, or I don't know what the ticker will be on the markets, but you'll be able to buy shares of Bitcoin on a traditional exchange. Okay, that could bring in this legacy financial investors. I could bring a lot of money in. I'm not really, I don't care for the legacy financial system, guys. I don't care about Litecoin buying a bank. I think that's hustling backwards. I'm not waiting for their approval. Okay, but I do recognize that if a lot of money's dumped on the market from that side, the price may go up, so that we may benefit for that. But when you ask me, what do I think about regulators and about the banks or whatnot, I think they're done with. That's old news to me. That's old news to me. What they need to do is jump on the crypto train and start booming with the best of them. When I'm a crypto millionaire, maybe I will employ a regulator to mow my lawn. I like that, revolutionist. S.Y. Lennon and Satoshi's wallet moved some Bitcoin. I don't know who S.Y. Lennon is. I know that's probably one of the originals that worked with Satoshi on the bits, but apparently Satoshi moved some Bitcoin from his wallet. Okay, I know he has a big bag out there. I didn't know about that. I need to read more about that. Is he going to dump or whatnot? Satoshi hasn't moved his bits since the beginning. Boom, kaboom. Jose says the regulators are acting like they don't understand crypto. They understand it. They understand it better than we do. Jose, I think that there could be people in that industry that do understand it, but the majority of people that I don't think they really get it. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you're giving them way too much credit. I don't think they get it. Okay, they get it that it's a threat to their system, but they probably don't get it. They probably don't get it. I don't know if I agree with that comment, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think they get it. I think they're dropping the ball. I think they're, for lack of a better word, retarded. Yeah, they only understand the ramifications, that that it's a threat to their industry. The banks get it. Maybe the people at the head of the hierarchies get it, but I know bankers, okay? I know bankers that work in banks and I told you this before. I mean, some of the reasons I didn't get into Bitcoin at the very beginning is because people that I know that work in the legacy financial system, they don't believe in Bitcoin. They don't understand it. It's not because they feel threatened by Bitcoin, okay? Because these people are not high in the totem pole of the financial legacy hierarchy, okay? You could say they're mid-level or whatnot. They just don't understand it. Maybe the central bankers, but that's a group of a few people. but the big dogs get it. Maybe the big dogs do get it, but the quantity of those big dogs are so little compared to so many people holding crypto and that are into it. Let's see. I think that this thing is slipping out of their hands. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they introduce a Fed coin and they track everybody by the next 5 years. I don't know, guys. But I like to believe positively. I like to look at things in a positive scope and think that that this is a new wave, a new era, and a new movement where perhaps finally, maybe some wealth will be transferred to those that didn't have some in the past. But again, I could be wrong. 18 on the live stream right now, 14 likes, 2 on the dislikes. Champagne's going to start tuning out because I'm hungry. I've been doing the intermittent fasting, guys, trying to have a, let's say anywhere from a 4 to 8 hour eating window, and then fast the rest of the day. Okay, so I try to slam in all my calories in a small eating window. My goal is to have maybe a 1 or 2 hour eating window, although I have not gotten there. And I'll tell you, my physical gains have been great. I've lost over 10 pounds in the past 6 to 8 weeks. And my lifts are getting better every round. Every time I go back, I'm lifting more weight. Following that strong lift 5x5, I've shared it in all the other live streams, and drinking those protein, collagen, keto protein shakes. It's the only supplement I take. I reached out to them at Perfect Keto. They gave me a link so that I can let you guys know, maybe get a kickback or whatnot. Just a few bucks out there. Why not? We got to make sure we get a little passive income everywhere. Okay. In an honest way out here, guys. Okay. So I'll let you guys know about that. Everything's linked down below as well. Jose eats once a day at night. The longer you go without eating, the better. You'll feel more energy. Yeah, I agree. And you're absolutely right. And I told you guys about this in a prior live stream. There's a video out there, a documentary on YouTube. It's called The Mixed Snake Diet, where this gentleman, Snake Diet, who promotes fasting, he eats McDonald's every day, but while he intermittent fasts. So he only eats one time a day, and he eats McDonald's one time a day for 30 days, but he only eats once a day. This guy slams like 8 burgers in a sitting. He eats a lot. Okay. And he takes his blood test before and after this experiment. And surprisingly enough, he loses weight and his blood checks out even better. Okay. That's not to promote eating McDonald's. I don't promote eating fast food. I guess the experiment was to prove the benefits of eating only once a day. Thunder Bear said Washington, D.C. trying to scare people out of crypto so the banks and elites can buy cheap. The Jamie Dimon effect. Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Jamie Dimon, one of the head CEOs, is at J.P. Morgan or one of those big dog investment banks. He was on the media saying that Bitcoin was a fraud, saying all these negative things about Bitcoin. And then on the other hand, you would look at the buy orders from his investment bank and they were buying crypto. Okay. So these guys are trying to spread fake news out there, all kinds of negative comments on the bits. And on one hand, on the other hand, they're buying up more bits and more bits and more bits, guys. So, I don't think Bitcoin is going anywhere, guys. Okay. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. How many times has Bitcoin died? Okay. Bitcoin's been dying since it was 1 penny, guys. All right. And they want to tell you that it's going to stop. It's not going anywhere. The bits are here to stay. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. Now, the majority of the altcoins, these 1,649 altcoins that are appearing here on the coin market cap, I do believe that the majority of them will fail. Okay. But that's not to say that the majority of startup businesses don't fail as well. Okay. It's just part of the game out there. Not everybody's a winner. Okay. There's a lot of losers out there. Okay. And if you're not willing to accept loss, you're not really willing to accept victory either. Okay, so you got to be balanced on both sides out there, guys. All right, everything is not rosy red and rainbows all the time. It's not always positive. You also got to balance it and be prepared for those storms. And that's why I told you guys, always have one in the chamber. Okay, always have your perishable goods ready. Have those storm shutters ready to put up. Okay, have a generator just in case the storm starts blowing out the lights around you. Okay, always be prepared for a doom and gloom situation, but focus your targets on those positive goals and those long kabooms. I'm here in it to win it, guys. Designer Law LOD says it's good if most of those coins fail because some of them are just a waste of time. Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of them are. But, you know, it takes people to actually try them out and prove that they're garbage, because we don't know. Okay. You know, a lot of people don't know. So, you know, they need to be put to the test, and they need to fail or succeed. Okay, they need to be put to the test. But if you regulate the industry too much and you put too many fences and barriers to entry, then there is no incentive for people to keep creating. Okay, and you know, the market won't grow. So you need to have losers, okay, in order to have winners. All right. And that's the problem with a lot of these crypto commies out there, a lot of the crypto lefties out there. They don't want losers in the game. Okay. And that's part of the game out there. Okay. When there's a championship winner, that means that they beat somebody and somebody lost. Okay. In order for that person to be a champion, or for that team to be a champion. Okay. Not everybody can get a participation trophy in crypto. It's not the way that things go. Okay, so we need to completely weed out these crypto lefties that have infiltrated, okay, media sites like Reddit and even YouTube. Okay, some of these YouTubers have gone lefty on us too. Okay, we don't need them in the space. We need the free markets, and we need competition so that we can weed out the pits from the poodles, the men from the mice, and the victors from the victims. All right, guys, I'm gonna start tuning out. Like I said, I gotta go eat. I'm hungry. Champagne's, you know, I've been up early, and I've been up since about 4:30, 5 a.m. Still haven't had breakfast, so let's go ahead and do it, and have that small eating window. I'll be back in the gym tomorrow. Okay, doing those strong lifts 5x5s. Letting you guys know exactly what we're doing. Let me know if you've been exercising, if you're following a special diet like a keto diet or anything, if you've been fasting, if you're improving yourself, if you bought a new pair of shoes, if you bought a new shirt, if you trim that Che Guevara beard that you have. Okay, you're not a commie, so cut it off. All right, guys, you're not a commie. Trim it down. All right. McLovin, the Irish R&B singer, says kaboom. Jose says, have a pastelito for me, some croquetas, those Spanish pastries. We're not having any of those. Maybe on our cheat days, but we're not having any pastries right now, Jose. All right, guys, I'm going to start tuning out. I appreciate every single maniac here in the box, all 21 of you guys. At one point, we have, about, I believe, over 30 there in the box. I also appreciate the 2 dislikers as well. Why not? Okay, sometimes we need opposition as well. Give us some resistance training. Okay, guys. I eat once a day in the morning, only after I get back from the gym, says Revolutionist. All right. All right. Jose Ortega says, peace out, bro. Verono says, kaboom, guy. And Crypto Rogers' wife is cooking breakfast tacos now. Peace. Does she have enough for the entire box? Designer LOD says, peace, brother. Peace to you as well, Designer. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit all the buttons. Hit the likes. Hit the subscribes. Follow me there on Steemit. If you haven't done it just yet, follow me there on Steemit. This is a decentralized social media platform. You could get paid just for commenting, even if it's a penny or 5 cents. It's more crypto that you're getting from commenting here in this box on YouTube. So, head on over to Steem, guys. It's free to join, and you can start blogging and doing your social media activity over there. All right, guys. Crypto Roger says, sorry, there's no more tacos out there. All right. Only enough for Crypto and his wife. All right. Maybe next time, Crypto. Shout out to Roger, Revolutionist, Veroner. I hope I pronounced that. Veroner. I'm horrible with the names, but you know who I'm talking to. Jose, Revolutionist, McLovin, and the rest of the maniacs in the box. I appreciate you guys. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.